Hey everybody. So apparently this week is going to be mostly like me talking to the camera. I don't have a lot of client footage to show, so I'm going to try to, as topics kind of come up that I want to talk about, I'm going to start filming. I saw a video the other day and I really wanted to talk about it because it prompted me to think about and remember my own experience when it comes to my own journey as an esthetician, or just really as a person in general. But I had said previously on my walk that I was somebody who always felt like I had to really lay low, be small, not draw a lot of attention to myself. So, that really prompted me through elementary school, middle school, high school to be extremely introverted, extremely closed in, having a really hard time having conversations or speaking my truth. And I probably just looked angry a lot of the time because I was just holding so much in and I didn't know how to interact or talk about these things or whatever. So when I became an esthetician, really was confident about doing everything. Like that, I was confident, like, this is my career, this is what I'm going to be doing. And something that I realized the other day, this woman was talking about how her name is Marston Freese. She is a psychic medium. And she was talking about how when she was younger, her first job was at a call center, and she was so nervous about taking calls in front of other people that she would go into the coat closet and take her calls in the coat closet, and would get in trouble for doing this because her boss was like, you can't take calls in the coat closet. And this just totally resonated with me because that was literally me when I first became an esthetician. Not only was I really excited because after school I ended up booth renting and was really excited about being creative with this new room and decorating and having a place that was mine. So I spent a lot of time in that room, and let me tell you, it was the size of a closet, literally. The thing that she said that was interesting in regards to the closet is that, now she is on TikTok. She was a huge finance person. I don't want to butcher that, but she was doing something really amazing on Wall Street or something, with investments and stuff. And she worked her way up really high in these companies and all of these things. And so when you think about the person who was in this closet taking these calls and stuff, it's really interesting to me to hear now that where she is now. And so it prompted me to think about my own situation. So like I said, really was nervous about talking to clients and getting people to trust and respect me. And I just posted a video last week talking about, well, technically this week in this video, but last week talking about anxiety and depression. And so it touches a little bit on this stuff, but I'm gonna speak in depth about my own experience. So like I said, I booth rented. I was in a little closet. I wanted to be in this little room all the time. And a lot of it was the creativity and being in something that I created and really loving this space. And, the fact that I'm 18 doing this. So that was a big deal. And I really was still having a lot of anxiety about connecting with other people in the salon. I was having anxiety about talking to clients and feeling confident and all of those things. And sometimes I have to stop myself because right now I'm going through some things where a lot's changing in my life and where my career is going and what's happening. And, I'm feeling really kind of down on myself, which I shouldn't be, because I need to go back to 13 years ago, an 18-year-old me. And, she was a confident business owner in a way where it was kind of a naive confidence where there were things that I didn't realize could happen until they happened. But I have to realize that I've done a lot in 13 years, and the person that I am now is not the person I was at 18 years old, and I'm way more confident. And like Marston said, she literally came out of the closet. She was hiding in there, and now she's talking to people and helping with their careers and talking to them about, spiritual, or just guiding them on their path on a spiritual level. And so I wanted to highlight that, where it's I was also just a baby esthetician, really wanted this career and would do anything for it. I was super nervous about a lot of things, and I've done a lot. I've owned brick and mortar businesses. I've taken estheticians under my wing, and help them grow and expand into, you know, what they're doing now. I've trained, I have moved cities, you know, got out of my comfort zone in my hometown, and now I'm in Columbus, which is, you know, a lot more saturated, a lot more competitive, and I've been doing it. And I even went through a business partnership before coming here that, you know, threw me off my rocker for a little bit. And I need to kind of get back to the place that I was before that situation. I had a business partnership in 2019 until it was about a year or a year and a half really that I was in this partnership. And this person really made me feel small, weak, and made me feel like the things that I felt confident in that I wasn't good at, and that this person was better than me. It really damaged my ego, I would say, from that experience. And so it brought me right back to 18-year-old me, where I just felt like really small and not really confident in my skills and abilities or whatever. And so over the last 5 years, I've been kind of rebuilding that. And the thing that happened with my business partner, or other things that have happened with employees, or whatever it is, was preparing me for what I'm doing now. Long story short, I just kind of want to talk about that today because it was on my mind. But if you're feeling really nervous about this career or things or just whatever, like, keep educating yourself, keep forcing yourself to do things and get yourself out of that comfort zone, because that's where the magic happens. That's when life starts working out for you, is when you're not constantly lying to yourself and telling yourself that you're not good enough, or you are worried about what other people are going to think, or whatever that fear is for you that's causing you to not push yourself forward. That is something that you have to overcome, because again, when you push yourself, that's where the growth happens. So come out of the closet and exude confidence, and try to not, again, worry what other people think. So anyway, that was just that was something that came to my mind today that I want to talk about. But I did put out a video last week going over having confidence but anxiety and depression, how to manage that as an esthetician. So